Hi everyone, this is going to be the reading for Sagittarius for the month of August 2021. This can apply if you're a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, Mars, as well as North Node. So be sure to check out the other signs in case this does not resonate with you. Right now, I'm taking bookings for personal readings. So, if you would like to get a personal reading done, like if you want an analysis of your natal birth chart, or if you have a crush on someone, if you are in a relationship and you want to know what the relationship is going to be like, you can contact for a compatibility reading as well. And I'm also taking tarot readings. So drop me a message on Facebook or email. Both the links are in the description box. Recently, I have launched two books on Amazon. One is a book on poetry, which is a collection of poems I've been writing for several years now. So if you like poetry and you enjoy that kind of thing, you can download a copy on Amazon. And I've also launched a book called Cat Philosophy, which is a strategy book. So, if you are kind of a people pleaser, if you like putting other people before you, if you're a giver, if you have trouble with boundaries and prioritizing yourself, this book teaches you that. But it's very practical. It's not abstract and just like knowledge. This is like a 10-step process, which is extremely to the point, but it's very deep. So you'll have to use it like a manual and start actually practically applying it to your life to be able to get the results. So yeah, if you like a copy of the book, just look up Amazon and you can download a copy and read it on Kindle. So let's get started. The first card that I have for you, Sagittarius, is negativity, the Five of Crystals. So, there may be this sense of disappointment that you're facing, Sagittarius. I'm just picking up on this energy right now. I feel like a lot of you are in this transition phase. You have done a lot of shadow work on yourself. You have really worked on yourself for the last several months, if not years, Sagittarius. And so, right now, what's happening is a lot of these blockages are falling away. Maybe you had some self-limiting beliefs. Maybe you had some blockages related to wealth, or your the feeling of deserving something or being worthy of something. So a lot of that is falling away. So because of that, you're in this transitory phase where there may be like this leftover energy of negativity is what I'm picking up on, because like I said, you're crossing over to a new phase in your life where you're having to let go of the old you that no longer serves you, and you're stepping into a new vibration, like this new version of you, which is much healthier, like much more spiritual, much healthier. So when you're letting go of a part of yourself, there will be some sense of negativity, there will be some nostalgia associated with it. So that's the energy that I'm picking up on, Sagittarius. The next card that I'm getting is the Trust card. Now, this is the Six of Wands. This is a very powerful card because, I feel like a lot of you, Sagittarius, you're learning to trust in the universe right now. And you're kind of returning to innocence. It's kind of like the Enigma song, right? Return to innocence, where you're reaching this childlike, innocent vibration. This is not naive energy by any stretch of the imagination. You have a lot of wisdom, Sagittarius. You're a very spiritual sign, and especially with all the shadow work that you've been doing on yourself, you have gained even more wisdom. So this is not a card of naivety. This is a card of trusting in the divine, trusting in the universe, and knowing that whatever is happening in your life is happening for a good reason. So it's kind of like there is this energy in this card of this guy who's sort of doing skydiving, and you don't know if the parachute's going to work or not, right? Like, but you're still enjoying that process of skydiving. You could fall and you could hit yourself on the ground, or you could just soar, like depends on if the parachute is working, right? So that's kind of the vibration that I'm picking up on, where a lot of you are trusting the process. I feel like that's what I'm trying to say here, the trusting the process, where you're realizing that everything is interconnected. uh, so if one door closes, another one is going to open up, and so there's really nothing to feel bad about if something doesn't work out, because you're slowly starting to get this knowledge or this knowing that if something closes for you, like if an opportunity closes for you, something else is going to open up, and usually, most likely, that's going to be way better than the earlier one that presented itself. So This is very powerful energy. This is an energy of surrender. Yeah, that's the energy that I'm picking up on. This is the energy of faith, number one, and this is the energy of surrender, surrendering to the divine, where you are not trying to control anything anymore. Sagittarius, I feel like you are just letting go and letting the universe do its thing for once, you know. So this is very powerful. This is very freeing because now you don't have to worry about the outcome because you can let the universe do its thing. The next card that I'm getting is the card of confusion, Six of Crystals, but this is coming up in reverse, which is a good thing. Like in the upright position, the confusion card represents a lot of worry. Like you could have been an overthinker in the past, like a lot of confusion, a lot of anxiety, worrying about what's going to happen, how are things going to work out for you. Like that energy where you may have had a lot of sleepless nights, you know, very synonymous with the Nine of Swords energy in the traditional Rider-Waite. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. But because this is coming up in reverse, I feel like a lot of you are past that stage. Like maybe in the past you went through a lot of sleepless nights. Maybe in the past you were worried about the future. You didn't know how things were going to pan out. You were skeptical. Like there was just a lot of mind fog and just anxiety and worry that you had within you. But now that this is coming up in reverse, I feel like a lot of you are past that. You reached a point of clarity, but it's in the best possible way, where you're not trying to resist anything. I think that's the main thing. Like you're not trying to resist anything. You're just letting things happen. Um, Excuse me. The next card that I'm getting is the Tower card, but it's coming up in reverse. So in the upright position, the Tower card represents an ending. It represents a breakdown of something that no longer serves you. You know, the Tower is not necessarily bad. In fact, I always think that the Tower is actually a good thing because if something has to break, then it probably means it wasn't for you in the first place, right? Because otherwise it would have been, you know, vibrationally aligned to you. So there's no need for it to fall, you know, fall away. So, but this is coming up in reverse. So I feel like some of you may have had a Tower moment in the past. It could have been a relationship breakup, like some of you may have broken up with somebody in the past where you felt like this person wasn't really aligned to your best interest. They didn't really share the same goals as you, didn't share the same vision as you. And so you decided it was not meant for you. Or maybe this person broke up with you. So it could have been a relationship. I'm picking up on the job front. Like some of you may have left a job, you may have left a career where you wanted to maybe start your own business or do something different with your skills. So that's another energy. But this is in the past. This happened in the recent past, is what I'm picking up on. The next card that I'm getting is the Four of Crystals. This is the logic card, but this is coming up in reverse. Now, Sagittarius, usually you are a logical sign. You are a fire sign and you're mutable. You don't really necessarily rely on your emotions too much to make decisions. You're more logic based because Sagittarius is a masculine sign. But because this is coming up in reverse, I feel like there's this new phase you're entering right now, Sagittarius, where you're not basing everything on logic. Like a lot of the decisions you're starting to make now has a lot to do with your intuition. So maybe in the past you didn't trust your intuition a lot. Maybe in the past you sidelined it, thinking like this doesn't make sense. Like so for example, I'll just give an example. Let's say you met somebody, right? And maybe you got a bad feeling about this person, but you can't logically explain it. So maybe this person says everything right, does everything right, is by the book or whatever, but you have this negative vibe about this person, and maybe you didn't trust it, and you saw the result that this person may not have been good for you. So as an example, I wanted to share that now you may be operating in a space where the moment you get a bad vibe about something or somebody or any situation, place, whatever it is, you are learning to trust it. So this is very gut instinct based. This is very primal, intuition based energy. So you're learning to trust yourself, your emotions, what you're feeling, the vibes you're picking up from people around you. So yeah, it's a good thing, because I feel like you've operated on logic for so long now that it's a welcome change to actually listen to your intuition. The next card that I'm getting is the Man of Worlds. This is the Achiever card. This is very masculine energy. This is a very achiever type energy. So you're probably in the month of August, you have a lot of goals that you want to pursue and check off the list and make sure you're achieving them. This could have to do with your health, Sagittarius. I'm really picking up on this energy where in the month of August, you're focusing on your health a lot. So maybe you're changing your diet, maybe you're focusing on more workouts or different kinds of workouts that give you the result you want. Maybe going for a health checkup or whatever, but I feel like the focus is mainly on health. And yeah, I feel like I'm just picking up on this energy that's going to be a focus in the month of August, where you're focusing on your health, your eating, and your diet, your exercise, that sort of thing. The next card that I'm getting is the Six of Worlds. This is the synergy card. Now, you are reaching a point in life, Sagittarius, where you're able to look at the big picture. Now, this sounds strange because Sagittarius, you're ruled by Jupiter. You are very much about the big picture. Unlike your sister sign, Gemini, which is about the details, you generally like to focus on the big picture. But sometimes what happens is you don't really see the big picture. So, what I mean by that is because of your impulsive nature, Sagittarius, you're a fire sign, plus you're mutable fire. So, sometimes you may get over emotional about things, about situations. But now I feel like you are taking a step back. So I feel like whenever you're about to make any decision in the month of August and also going forward, because the Lionsgate portal, the changes that we've gone through, these are pretty much permanent changes. So whatever perspective change you've had in the month, during the course of the Lionsgate portal, those changes are permanent. So right now what I'm sensing is the way you're looking at the world is, let's say somebody triggers you, you're not going to just fly off the handle right off the bat. You may have done that in the past because you are an emotional sign. You're all about fire and just expressing your emotions. But now I feel like you take a step back and you actually look at the bigger picture. Like why is this person triggering me? And what does this say about them? So in that sense, I'm saying like a lot of you are taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture, not operating in your emotions so much. Like you're using your emotions to make decisions, like your intuition, but you're not reactive, is what I'm trying to say. The next card is the Nine of Cups, fulfillment, which is excellent. Like the Nine of Cups is really a Zen card. It's all about true satisfaction and being really content with everything that you have in your life. So this is a phase of life, Sagittarius, where it doesn't have to do with how much material abundance you have or whatever it is you have going on in your life right now. Just mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you're at a very Zen space where you're very happy and content with what life has in store for you and the way life is moving forward for you. So there is no wanting, there is no sense of lack right now, which is a really good thing. So yeah, that's the overall energy for you, Sagittarius, for the month of August. If you like this reading, do be sure to give it a thumbs up, drop in a comment in the comment box. I love reading your comments and interacting with you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, drop me a message on Facebook or email and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye.